Come and show me the way. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah. Wavy, baby. Stroke when I stroke, she a great baby, bounce on my body, she a wine for me, no time to leave, no say bye to me, no. Real bad man, me a love and a body, the body make her never say she love me not. Real talk kid from my brother, me a roger that. It's not war, if it's war, me a bring in that. Lady, show me the way, cause you're bad, need to go bounce, cause you bad, One time if you really hustle for the green, 2 time if you're taking 1 for the team. New level, new teas, boot time we are make cream. Yeah. Show me the way, hey, come baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah. Show me the way. Baby, show me the way. Vibe on replay. Replay every day. Kuna moja tu. Mapi asanti. Let's go, auntie. Let's go for auntie. Come and show me the way. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah.
Just killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since Blue Batch left. You don't want to change from the 4-3-3.
Boom. What's going on, people? We are back again on the Jerry James Show for another preview, this time in the form of Liverpool versus Burnley at Anfield. Can Liverpool get back to winning ways? Do you know what I mean? Can we put together a run now? Do you know what I mean? For the next 3, 4, 5, 6 games, right up until that City game where, we assess where we are. Because right now, we're not going to be in pole position. If we go and look at the table, yes, we are top currently. However, City are 1 point behind us after our loss to obviously Arsenal at the Emirates last weekend, and obviously we're going into this obviously period of the season now where it's expected that City will win a lot of their games and will be very, very consistent, and it's going to be about consistency now, especially in the Premier League. So this is a big game. Yes, it is against obviously lowly Burnley in obviously 19th place or whatever it is. But it can still be a tricky game. It can be a banana skin, and Liverpool really need to go and make sure we take the mentality we had from the Norwich game, from the Chelsea game, and apply it to this game as well. And look, it being at Anfield, I think we can get the job done. But listen, we're going to have to get into it. We're going to obviously take a nosedive into, obviously, Jerry knows bets, when I'll go and drop you all the stats regarding the game. If any of you guys are looking to go and put a cheeky bet on, makes a little bit of obviously cash, then listen to these stats, because these stats are going to be very important and may sway your decision from, maybe putting Liverpool to go and score 2 goals. Historically, how have Liverpool fared against Burnley in the past as well? We know, obviously, they've beaten us before at Anfield as well, obviously with Sean Dyche. So not expecting the same Burnley, but still these omens in football do exist. So big up to everyone in the building. Thank you so much, obviously, for tuning in with me. Make sure we are smashing a like. Anytime you see the videos, make sure we're smashing a like. Subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. And just before I get started, thank you so much for the positive reaction on the members video that I released. Obviously, we need to get more members, and the members videos will only be for members, but I just chucked that out as a feeder just to go and see, is that something that you guys find interesting in regards to discussing Cody Gakpo's situation? And you guys really, really enjoyed it. I got a lot of nice messages on Twitter, on X, on Instagram. So thank you so much for that. And listen, we're going to get straight into it. But before I do, I need to obviously address you guys, big up you guys in the chat, and we'll get started, man. Big up to G in the building, saying smash the likes, people. G will hopefully be joining us shortly. So guys, please make sure we are staying. Do you know what I mean? We're staying around. We're in there. Do you know what I mean? We're in and about still, because G obviously will be in here shortly. We've got Alexander De Los in the building saying hi, everyone. We've got Konza Clapper saying Thiago injured again. Listen, we are going to talk about Thiago. Before we get started into it, we are going to go and talk about Thiago. I'm going to have a mini rant on this guy, Thiago Alcan-average. Do you know what I mean? Thiago, I can't stay fit, whatever you want to go and call him. We're going to discuss it and then focus on the game, because for me now, he doesn't even exist. Like in footballing terms, not, of course, not as an individual. In footballing terms, just euthanize the brother now. Just euthanize the brother. KZ saying, this is really my song. John is too good. Listen, it's my song as well. Show Thiago the way out the door. Facts. Big ups to James Doherty in the building saying, Elliot, no, put Trent in midfield, Bradley at fullback. Listen, we're gonna discuss it, and you're gonna see why I'm saying what I'm saying. We've got Honesty in the building saying, big up JJ. My humble opinion is the midfield needs to be Endo in the 6, Curtis Jones and Mac 10 in the 8. What's going on here? Yes, sorry, Mac 10 in the 8. Reason is that Trent inverts. Endo can do the cover at right back for him, because Endo can also do a job at right back. Listen, we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. We've got Anfield Road End in the building as well. Big up to yourself. We've got Ant Dicko. Afternoon, Jerry. Why don't we just donate Thiago to our... Listen, imagine that. Imagine, do you know what I mean? I could donate, like Thiago could donate, actually, who would want maybe his legs. Has he had any knee injuries and stuff? I could deal with some new knees after my injuries playing football. Hey, maybe we do that. Maybe after we euthanize him in a football sense, we then donate his body to charity. I think that's the way we should do it. 100%. 100%. What's going on? We got Bush in the building from Twitch. Hey, what's up? Big up to Bush, man. The Twitch man, them are growing. They're growing. We've got Social Join saying, come on, man. 5 goals minimum from Paul. Listen, 100% big up to Ed in the building as well. We've got Mr. Brooks as well. Afternoon to yourself, man, saying we should be able to get back to normality on Saturday. We move. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. We just have to move. We have to move. Keep it real saying, G mentioned that you're a centre-half, JJ, and he is a wing wizard, models himself on Mark Overmars. Is that right, yeah? I'm a centre-back. Send them in centre-back. If people want to do their research, they'll find out. They'll know my credentials. But in terms of G being like Mark Overmars, I don't know. And maybe if you become a member, you'll find out, because the next video that's coming out from the members, you man are going to see me kick ball. So if man want to really go and see me play football, if you really want to go and see my abilities and you want me to test them in drills, shooting, with myself and with a couple other people as well, some faces that you might recognize from football, in fact, right? Then please, obviously become a member, man, because the members' videos are going to be top. Big up to Paul Smith saying, lay the F off Thiago. I blame Klopp partly for Thiago by trying to turn him into a player he's not. I hear that. But look, let's get into it, man. Let's just get straight into it. And of course, I always start with what? Boom, 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 boom. The stats on Jerry's Nose Bets. And I do my research. I make sure I get the stats up for everyone here. I need to do this preview as well, because guys, I will be in the States. Oh, I actually wanted to let people know, guys, I'm going to the States from Friday to Tuesday. I will be in New York. I'll be on the East Coast. If anyone's on the East Coast and wants to link up with myself, yes, please hit me up on the socials. Hit me up on X. Hit me up on X on Twitter, and we can get something going there, man. I will be there for a short while for any of our American and fans stateside, man. But let's get into it, man. The stats. Let's get into the stats for the Burnley game before we get into any tactics, team lineups, and all of that. Liverpool have won 8 of their last 10 Premier League games against Burnley, drawing 1 and losing 1. Each of their last 4 in a row by an aggregate score of 8-0. So obviously we've beat them 2-0 for the past consecutive 4 times on average. Burnley have won just one of their last 9 league games against Liverpool, drawing 2 and losing 6 It was a 1-0 victory in January 2021, which obviously we discussed, which ended the Reds' 68-game unbeaten run at Anfield in the Premier League. So, of course, that definitely hurt us as Liverpool fans. We were unbeaten at Anfield for such a long time, especially under the Klopp era. You know, Virgil van Dijk, obviously unbeaten, and then all of a sudden, obviously, we Burnley do a job on us in that game. So look, we move on that one. Burnley have won none of their 11 Premier League games against sides starting the day top of the table, drawing 5 and losing 6. Meanwhile, Liverpool are unbeaten in 6 against sides in the relegation zone, winning 4 and drawing 2, having lost 4 of their previous 6 such matches in week, winning 2. So, guys, we have to remember as well, Liverpool, in terms of, you know, the ability to go and beat certain teams, beat teams lower down the pecking order, we've actually been able to go and do that. And it's actually been a flip on previous seasons, you know, where we struggle to maybe break down low blocks, but then have really, really good games against the top sides. We're now beating the top sides with confidence, and we're really confident going into these games. But against the bigger teams, bar beating Chelsea the other day, we haven't beaten the top 6 sides this season, and we haven't beaten the top 6 side in the Premier League at all. So that's something that we need to kind of look at. And as fans, just something to think about as we go into, obviously, this period. Liverpool lost 3-1 at Arsenal last time out, ending their 15-game unbeaten run in the Premier League. However, at home, the Reds are unbeaten in 23 league matches, winning 18 and drawing 5, since a 2-1 loss to Leeds in October 2022. So, of course, when Leeds beat us with, obviously, March in charge, that, again, another situation where, you know, it did burn, it did sting. Do you know what I mean? As a Liverpool fan, do you know what I mean? March did a job on us. Somerville scoring goals and whatnot. So, look, we get it. Do you know what I mean? We're unbeaten. We've been very, very solid since that period. Can we go and maintain that? And can we go on another unbeaten run? And that's what I really want to be looking at as well from a Liverpool fan perspective. Moving on, Burnley are averaging 9.4 sequences of 10-plus passes in open play in the Premier League this season. It's almost twice as many as their next highest campaign on record since 2014-15 in the competition, 4.8 per game in 2017-18. So again, when we discuss, you know, Burnley really being a tricky kind of, I don't want to say bogey team, but a difficult fixture for the Reds in previous years, especially under Dutch before they got relegated. They're a completely different side now. Of course, they may have a couple of the same faces, the likes of Brownhill, Cork still in the team. The likes of Amdouni, they've got obviously Fofana in the team now, playing obviously a completely different back line. Obviously, their goalkeeper as well, that's actually been bought from Man City. These players play a completely different way, and they've done fantastically well in the Championship last season under Vincent Kompany. But they do show that bit of naivety when coming into the Premier League because they haven't got the quality of the other teams. So they're playing a certain style, and although it looks good, and we faced them early in the season, so we know how it is, you can still get at them and you can score goals against that team, even if they can go and create chances. And they are always going to leak in goals. And that's why I'm very, very confident when it comes to the Liverpool side, if we can even perform to, a mediocre level from a Liverpool perspective. Moving on, 62% of Burnley's points in the Premier League this season have come away from home, 8 out of 13, the highest proportion in the division. However, despite this, the Clarks have won just 1 of their last 8 league games on the road, drawing 1 and losing 6, a 2-0 victory to Fulham in December. Listen, boy, like, you know, Liverpool, I think if you're betting, if you're someone that's going to bet for Liverpool to lose or draw, you're going to make a lot of money. But I don't think it's very improbable. Like, the probability of Liverpool losing this game is I mean, I'm going to be confident. I am going to go and say it. I can't see anything but a Liverpool win, especially after obviously last weekend's results. We saw the Trent interview. If you haven't, we can watch it together afterwards. He's very adamant about challenging for all competitions and being and remaining very consistent. And we have to, our consistency can only start from now. We've got to put that Arsenal game to bed now. It's done. Burnley have scored a league high 29% of their Premier League goals from outside of the box this season. However, no side has conceded fewer from distance so far this season than Liverpool, with only 1. So again, if Burnley, based on this stat, are scoring, it's 29%, so 7 out of 24 of their obviously Premier League goals are from outside of the box more than any other team, and we're only conceding 1. We've only conceded 1 in the Premier League. How are Burnley going to go and create chances? And that's going to be the key thing here. Obviously, company even coming out and speaking about, you know, when we faced Burnley and we played really, really well, discussing that Liverpool seemed to be back to their best in terms of the intensity, and Burnley couldn't really keep up with the intensity. We need to have that intensity in this game. We struggled to have that against Arsenal. Diogo Jota, of course, definitely going to be starting with the absence of, obviously, Salah and the injury. Has been involved in 7 goals in his last 7 Premier League appearances for Liverpool, scoring 5 and assisting 2. He's also been involved in at least 1 goal in each of his last 4 games at Anfield, 3 goals and 1 assist. Odds on for him to score, or assist, very, very likely. Again, to keep that keep that noted. Darwin Núñez, well, Liverpool's Darwin Núñez has had more shots than any other Premier League player so far this season, 73. While only teammate Mohamed Salah, 33, has had more attempts on target than the Uruguayan with 32. Like I said, Darwin, we know about this. He should have more goals than anyone else, and maybe he can start now. Is Núñez going to become prolific on the back end of the season now? We hope so. We have to just hope. And of course, Burnley's James Trafford, obviously the goalkeeper, obviously moving from obviously City, has made more passes and more successful passes than any other goalkeeper in the Premier League this season. His 1,067 passes is also the most of any Burnley player this team. Talk about dictating the game from center, from goal. Like, the more passes than any other player, more passes than any midfielder, shows really where they're playing their football. And they're struggling to move out the thirds. And then how good James Trafford is as a keeper. I know some people have discussed Liverpool potentially bringing him in as backup to Alisson if Kelleher were to leave. I don't think he'd want to be backup to anyone, but he's proven to be very, very accomplished on the ball. Very, very accomplished on the ball. So look, that's the fact for Jerry Knows Bets. Please let me know if you're watching this on the replay, what you think of those bets. And if you're gonna, if you were to put a bet on, I know some of you don't bet. How are you looking at it? Are you looking at this as, you know, a banker for Liverpool? Is this a dead rubber bet? Or is this a dead rubber game? Is this a guaranteed Liverpool win? Please, please, please let me know. I'm going to get into the comments now for you guys. Not a lot of you guys are popping off in the building. Alexander Delos said, is Salah available for this game? No, Salah is not available for this game, unfortunately. We've got KMX saying, Elliot never starts for me. He can't impact games. Núñez starts every game. Núñez equals pace, tempo, chaos. We got Alexander Delos saying, just give Thiago the mellow treatment. I'm done. Honestly saying, off-topic question. All right, we'll get onto that later. We'll get onto that later with this one. Honestly saying, I expect 12 points from now until we play City for 4 wins on the bounce. We've got I love Trent saying I want the quad. Nice. It was good to see. K-Max saying, if we press like the Chelsea game at home, we win this by the same scoreline, 4-1. You know what? I actually think we actually might not even concede. I don't know where Burnley are gonna score from, if we're being honest. That's the main thing we're looking at. Now, without further ado, look, we're gonna go and get into the lineups. I'm gonna get into my predicted lineups, of course, and then see how tactically we could go and set up. And obviously this injury news, I've had to, you know, I've had to change this around because I was going to include a certain someone in the team. Now I'm not going to do that. So, boy, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let me just share my screen with you guys now. Cool. You guys should see this. So, of course, game week 24, Liverpool versus Burnley, Premier League. So, straight in goal. Obviously, it's just one man to go in. Now, of course, he is the best goalkeeper in world football, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. Maybe not on form in terms of the last game, but look, we've got to put that to bed. It was one game. If any player in this team is entitled to have an off day, it is Alisson for his heroics this season, last season, how consistent he's been for Liverpool, how integral he's been to Liverpool, the way Liverpool want to go and play. You know, having a day off is fine. And I think the same can be said for Virgil, man. I think Virgil's been imperious this season at the back, being very, very solid. And, you know, Saliba the other day against Nottingham Forest made a blunder as well. And had that been a loss for Arsenal, we'd be discussing Saliba and his abilities completely differently. The narrative on socials will be completely different. The discussion surrounding Saliba will be completely different. But if you win the game, these things are forgotten. So, and obviously mucked up against us as well with, assisting essentially Diaz with hitting it off, obviously Gabriel, and not really being as dominant as he could be. So for me, Virgil again, obviously a guaranteed starter for me. Has to go and play. Has to play. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at for me. At the back, of course, we know Konate is injured, so there's only one man we've got really in terms that can go and come in, and that's obviously Joel Konza. Joel Konza's been very good, man. Joel Konza's not really gone and put a foot wrong. He's dominated in every area that we've needed him to. You know, he's looked very, very assured. And to be honest, if it wasn't the fact that, you know, Liverpool, do you know what I mean? If it wasn't the fact that Liverpool were, you know, a big name and we really looked at defense as an area where we wanted to go and improve. If we had signed Joel Konza from somewhere and he came in and performed this way, we'd be absolutely over the hill for him. And you've got to remember, at centre back, it's very different to go and show your dominance and your abilities, because not only do you not really are you not an attacker where you can really show your impact on a game. The defensive impact is always overlooked in football. Do you know what I mean? That's why centre-backs don't win the Ballon d'Ors and goalkeepers don't win Ballon d'Ors and fullbacks don't win Ballon d'Ors, because the offensive side of the game is the one that catches the eye. Now, has Konza put a foot wrong? Not really. He's been top. And yes, I meant suspended, not injuries, not injured. I said that. I don't know if someone said that. If I said that by accident, apologies. But yeah, so he's suspended, obviously getting the 2 yellow cards at Arsenal. So for me, Konza goes straight in at the back. This is where it gets interesting. So I'm going to go bold. And I'm going to go bold for a reason. Gomez has been very, very good. However, he's played a lot of games and he's had to play a lot of games. I think for this game, at home, we start Robertson at left back. And the reason being is because he needs to get a run of games under his belt. He needs to go in and obviously start to play some games, of course. Can he go and start the big games? Of course not. He didn't start against Arsenal, so it was right to start Gomez. However, obviously, he's playing a lot of games as a defender, and for someone like Gomez that is susceptible to injuries, we need to be obviously a bit wary about that and a bit careful when it comes to that. So for me, yeah, I'm going straight into playing Robertson at left back. I think we need to just get him back up and firing so he can be an option for us in that role. At right back, I'm going to go Trent. And yes, people recall I said I don't want to ever see Trent at right back. If you went and watch the video, I don't want to see him at right back playing as an out-and-out right back. If he's inverting, that's fine. And I think the way Burnley play, I think we can actually afford to play Trent at right back because he's not really going to be tested. We are going to have a lot of the ball, in my opinion. And he's going to be able to go and come inside and invert. And we're going to go and show it on the tactics board here. Of course, for me, we then go McAllister, Jones, and Elliot in midfield. Now, the reason why we go with Elliot in midfield is, again, Gravenberch we know was really, really poor. We know Gravenberch was poor, right? It was terrible. Cody Gakpo was terrible. He's an option to play in this in 8 as well. We could potentially go and play Trent there, but do I see Klopp doing that? Do I see Klopp doing that? Would I do that? Yes, I'd play him in an 8. I'd literally play him in the 8. I don't think that happens. I don't think Endo comes in because I think he's just come back from the Asian Cup. So I don't think he just goes straight in and start. We could easily go, and I think Elliot could easily go and do well against Burnley. It's not a big team for me. So for me, Endo, he's not going to start. However, he's going to be on the bench, and I think he will come on and get some minutes. For me, it'll be McAllister to start. It'll be Curtis Jones on the left, and I think it'll be Elliot on the right. I think Elliot's going to get a chance. Because I think apart from being beaten for the goal by Trossard, I think he was busy. I think he got about, do you know what I mean? That game was done anyway. We were 10 men down. We weren't going to win the game. I mean, a man down, sorry. We only had 10 men. He was buzzing around. And with having Trent inverting, we now have someone that can naturally go and keep width and will go and give us width. And that's going to be Elliot. It will then allow whoever's playing forwards to go and come in field. And I'm going to show you guys later in a second anyway. Up front, I'm going to go Darwin Nunez, Diaz, and Jota. And Diogo Jota up front. That's the team I'm going with. Reason why I'd go with Jota on the right is because that's where, although they will go and rotate, as we've discussed, I think Diaz will cut in from. We will have to have a player that will cut in, so get on the ball and cut in. And I think Diaz and Robertson, that combination works well. I think Jones works well with Robertson and Diaz as a trio on that side. I think Trent and Elliot have an understanding. Jota can make the out to in runs like Salah, like he did it in the Chelsea game, which was fantastic. And we having us having Darwin Nunez there as well. That then obviously we've got that focal point. Obviously Gakpo hasn't been able to go and provide that. And I think this is the team that Klopp goes with for the game. Look, there are so many changes that can be made. Maybe Gomez still starts. However, I think Robertson will get a run here. I think Trent, will get some more minutes under his belt at right back. I don't think Conor Bradley will come straight in, especially after his dad. And especially against Burnley, I think that we're going to try and maximize the amount of minutes we can go and give Trent to get up to fitness, to get on this run, and then obviously use Bradley sparingly from now on. And yeah, so in possession, of course, this is what I expect Liverpool to be doing. So what we'll see here is naturally he'll come across here for that box. He keeps the width. He comes in here. He gets across. He gets across. He might keep his width, and his average position might be a bit higher, but it's still a 3. We've got McAllister here. We've got Curtis Jones might be there, and you have Diaz here. Nunez will come across. Allow Diogo Jota to make these runs here, and then you've got Elliot that can really go and keep width and obviously play more as a winger. And I think that's why I definitely go and look at how we're definitely going and playing. I think that's the team we go with. I think there's a lot of when you go and look at the team there, we've got a lot of players that can go and dominate now the ball. We can really dominate the central areas. When we had Trent playing really, really wide, he wasn't in central areas to go and dominate. We relied on McAllister and Jones to really be the only players in midfield. Gravenberch really didn't get on the ball. Elliot, because of his energy, is always going to be able to go and buzz around it and be a work bunny and really engage and enable us to do that high press that we always go and discuss and associate with Liverpool. So for me, it's definitely an Elliot. And it has to be an Elliot start just because of that. I don't want to go for Endo and because I don't know how McAllister would do with that high energy press. I think we need to start very, very fast. I think he's someone that you can bring on when you've got a Szoboszlai. If you've got Szoboszlai in front of him, if you've got Elliot in front of him, I think Endo does really well. I don't know how that would work with McAllister, and we haven't seen that. So for me, it's definitely will be good. I think straight away there, it's definitely something that I can see us doing. So 100%, this team I'm going with, man. I think it gives us a lot of balance. I think we've got width in Robertson and Elliot. In the last game, Trent was holding the width, and it didn't really help us at all. We've had Conor Bradley in the past hold the width. He's obviously not. I don't think he's going to start. So we're going to need someone to go and do that. It's not going to be Trent. It's going to be Elliot. And Elliot works really hard. And then, of course, when you've got the likes of Trent in those central areas, it means that straight away, even if Konza has to go and cover and play, and Trent naturally in central areas will cover these situations. You then get him dropping in, you get McAllister getting across, you got Jones getting across, and Robertson's very disciplined as well. And Robertson will be getting back as well. So defensively, I think we'll do quite well. And look, it could be another team. I don't think Klopp ever changes from stuff like this. So yeah, that's definitely something I obviously want to go and look at. Afternoon to yourself, Aaron, as well. Big up to Outsider in the building. And yeah, so let me know what you guys are saying as well. We're actually going to go and get into well, has it come out yet? Klopp's press conference, is that coming out tomorrow? I think that press conference is actually coming out tomorrow. 2 seconds, need to have a look. Guys, smash the like as well, people. We're about to finish up. There we go. Alice Aaron's already telling you, like the stream, like the stream. We'll get into some of the comments and then we'll get into the score predictions and we'll be heading off. We've got Sadiq, big up to Sadiq in the building saying, by the way, Thiago injured again. Listen, I know Thiago's, it's madness. We've discussed it already. He honestly is the biggest deception we've seen in football. He had one run in the Bayern Munich team, the one season where he really established himself as a main starter at Bayern Munich, where he played a lot of games. I mean, people were calling him the best midfielder in the world. We signed him after that. Bayern Munich done us on that one, but we done them on Mane. So it's like, it's tick for tack. It's cool. This guy, I've never seen someone, he has to be one of the most overrated midfielders of all time. Most underachieving midfielders, but the most overrated as well because of his abilities, if that makes sense. So he's an underachiever because he's got so much ability. But because he's got so much ability, he's overrated. But he's never really done anything in the sport. He's had one season where he went and dominated. It was a main figurehead in a midfield that won the Champions League for Bayern Munich. Apart from that, Barca, meh. Bayern Munich before that, meh. He's just known for compilations. Known for single games. We remember him for that nasty volley in the Champions League. That one that went that much off the ground. Daisy cutter. Baller. But this guy, man, for the love of football, I think he needs to be put down, man. He needs to do that. What's the point? Just retire, bro. Just retire. Let us know you don't have it in you anymore. I get it. How did he get injured from doing what? Spraying a ball. What the ball that he kicked off the pitch? That switch. Come on. This guy, man. This guy. Let me speak. We've got Angel in the building saying McAllister, Trent, and Curtis Jones in midfield. Look, I'd love to go and see that. I'd love to go and see that. What I'll do in a second, I think this is obviously Klopp's team. What I'm going to show you what I would do with the team if it was me. We got K-Mac here saying Klopp will play Trent, Grav, and Gakpo. He never learns, but we will still win. Big up to Ale in the building saying with that team we'll get a narrow 2-1 win, in my opinion. I don't know. Toxic Tash saying question is where the hell is Bajcetic? Bajcetic, again, he's in with Musialowski, with all those academies back in the academy, in the academy box. All we've done is we've replaced Bradley and Bajcetic. They've just swapped around. Bajcetic is just going to be lingering in the academy from now on. K-Mac saying Konza has to do all the work in this game. Robert and Trent will be out of position all game. Not really. It's not. The idea of out of position is wrong. You're only out of position if you're meant to be in that position and you're not. If he's meant to be high up or he's meant to be inverted, he's not out of position. That's just the system, isn't it? That's just the system. It's like if my role, like Lampard, a lot of the time didn't play in centre mid. He was making runs in behind Drogba to score goals. That didn't mean he's out of position. It just meant, yeah, like that's his position, isn't it? His role is to get in beyond the striker. Worse than Cater. K-Mac saying Bayern have done us for Thiago and Grav. Yes, they've done us twice over. K-Mac saying 350k on wages for both of them and two mental. We've got Honesty saying I think Klopp will start Endo. What with no training, just put him back into the team? I don't know. What, 1 session, 2 sessions? Maybe so. Maybe you guys are right. We've got K-Mac saying Elliot never starts for me. He can impact games. NUNEZ starts every game. We read that already. And yeah. Alexander lost saying the less of Trent after that Arsenal performance. I definitely hear you, man. The goal we conceded was when Kelleher was in the nets too. Oh yes, I remember that as well. Big up to honestly saying Stefan's case is they don't want to rush Stefan, which I can respect because Stefan come back and get injured again. Yeah, like you don't want him to become another Thiago, but at the same time, it's like opportunity meets preparation and luck, isn't it? So like you have to obviously be prepared for the opportunity. Opportunity has to arise, but then you have to have some luck from that as well. So Bradley, he'll tell you, I was fortunate that Trent got injured and I was able to establish myself. Trent was fortunate that Klein got injured. You know, these players like Stefan Bajcetic was fortunate that Thiago and Henderson left and that we're getting new players and he could establish himself. The fact he's been out now means that unfortunately he's been unlucky. Now, the next manager that comes in may not look at him like as a viable option. So something to definitely discuss, man. Something to definitely discuss. But yeah, quickly, before I get into obviously score predictions and then get into your comments and stuff, the way I'd line up if it was me, right? How do you reset? Let's just reset. Let's just move it about. McAllister. That's the team I'd go with. Like, that's the team I'd go with. I'd go so bold. I'd go so bold. I would just go and put Trent in midfield. I'd go playing Trent in the 8. Now you've got Gomez that can invert if you want to go in invert, and Gomez has inverted before. You've got Trent that can just drop in and you can play like two deeper midfielders with Jones in the 10 if you wanted to go and rotate. You could have Jones that's deeper with McAllister and Trent that goes into the 10. That's what I'd go with. I'd actually just go Trent. That's the team I'd go with. So that's the team I'd go with. Do I think he would go like that? I'm not sure. And if Bradley was available, I'd actually go. If it was me, I'd play Gomez on the left, make him invert, and then play Bradley out wide, and actually play Bradley and Joe Gomez. And that's what I think I'll go with. Alex saying, I prefer your team. With that, we win 4-0. Yeah, maybe I'm in pole position to be the manager of Liverpool. Let me know. Yeah, Jabi Alonso or JJ as manager. Let me know. What are the odds? 2-1 for Jabi Alonso. What are my odds? 50-1. Let me know. Angel saying, yes, JJ, Burnley at home is fine for that formation. K-Mac saying, I'd have Diaz right wing, Jota centre forward, Nunez left wing. No, I wouldn't. I mean, they would all rotate anyway, so it actually doesn't matter. I'd agree with that as well, K-Mac. I agree with that, K-Mac, as well. We've got Jerson Goulseb saying, Bradley right back, Endo, Maka, and Trent in midfield, Jones rested. Do not see that happening. Do not see that. Big up to Bayesian in the building as well. Hope you're doing well. K-Mac saying JJ 50,000, 500,000 to 1. Maybe so. I'll take the odds though. If there's odds for me in the bookies, it means I'm doing something right. But look, people, let's get into it straight off the bat. We're going to get into score predictions. Get your score predictions in right now. Bear me 2 seconds. I'll be back 2 secs. Cool. We are back. So, guys, make sure, hold on. First of all, before I do anything, smash the damn likes. Hit the likes. I'm not a bozo. I'm not an idiot. You can't, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not a mug. Like, smash the likes. There's 50 of us in the building. We should have 50 likes, 52 likes, because my missus and my cats and my account, this YouTube account, have liked the video also. So we should easily have 52 likes if 50 of you are watching the video. So guys, first of all, smash the likes. I'm going to go and check the likes now. Because it can't be 7. It was 7 before the show started. We want 37 likes. Can we get to 50 likes? First of all, can we get to 50 likes? That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm going to go and entertain stuff. We've got LA saying Alonso, number 1, JJ, number 2, Deserbi, number 3. Eesh. What, do I need to get my UEFA badge and show, man, that I'm valid? Maybe I need to go and do that. Maybe I need... Imagine I apply for the job. Actually, this is what I'd want to know. What would you guys say if I became manager of Liverpool? Would you guys be upset? Be honest. Be honest. If I spoke well, if I gave a good account of myself, if FSG made that decision, or would you say FSG have lost their mind? Let me know. James Doherty saying JJ for Liverpool manager job. Sure. Liverpool girly side. Oh, wow. I'll say James Doherty's not happy, but cool. K-Mac saying, I will stick a quid on it, mate. There we go. But yeah, we got Sadiq saying 3-1 to Liverpool. We got AlexanderArnold saying 3-0 Liverpool. LFC Aaron saying scenes when he plays Gakpo right centre mid. Listen, I've discussed, guys, watch the members video that everyone's got access to. Members had access to it first. It's been opened up. Have a watch of that. After this point, non-members aren't going to see these videos anymore. I put too much time into them. Become a member if you want to go and see more. If I see Gakpo at right centre mid, it's mad. It's crazy. We've got K-Mac saying 4-1. We've got Angel saying 3-1. We've got LFCJ11 saying 5-0. Big up to LFCJ. We've got Honesty saying Ali, Robbo, VVD, Konza, Trent, Endo, McAllister, Trent, Endo, Curtis Jones, McAllister, Diaz, Darwin, Jota. By the 55th minute, Trent goes midfield. Joey G comes in at right back. I hear that. I can see that happening as well. I'll give mine tonight on our preview. Check us out later on Beijing. There we go. Make sure we're heading over to Beijing Reds TV as well when he does his preview and gives his predictions as well. Beijing Reds is a solid guy. Beijing, I still remember you said, if me and the missus ever want to go to Barbados, you're going to go and obviously you got property. You got property over there. You got accommodation. So I'm definitely going to hit you up. But big up to your damn selves. And I'm definitely going to go and check that out as well. So guys, make sure we're heading over there. We've got James Doherty saying 3-2. We've got Anfield Road N saying smash a like every day for Thiago out injured. Smash the like, man. Can we sign JJ to replace Thiago? At least it will be available. Listen, I'll be available when I be decent. I'll tell you that for free. I'll be decent. Sadiq saying, I know certain people are finished if you become manager. Certain people will be who are finished. Let me know, Sadiq. You got to speak your truth. 3-0 Anfield Road End. Beijing Red saying better get me season tickets. That's plural as well. We've got Honesty saying it depends. If you sell Darwin, then it's JJ out. We've got LA saying as long as I get free tickets for the games, let's go. We've got Ant Dicker saying why not when we have Hodgson manager job play 4-4-2. Yeah, I probably would play 4-4-2 as well. You know, like that. You know, like 4-4-2 as Wenger described. Yeah, is the perfect formation in football. The reason why is it because the spine of the team, so the two strikers, the two midfielders, and the two centre backs, they control 70% of the field automatically. 70% of the field is already controlled by your spine of the team. Something to think about. LFC Aaron saying as long as I can be assistant manager. Sadiq saying is that right, Beijing? So what happened? I can get a hookup. I thought I was your boy. Oh boy. Maybe I've started something a bit mad. But for me, you guys got your score predictions in. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Liverpool. I think Liverpool get back to winning ways. I think Liverpool can score goals. I think either a 2 or 3-0 win. I think we're going to actually look quite good. I don't think Burnley are going to score, especially at Anfield, especially considering what 29% of all their goals this season have come from goals outside the box. We've only conceded 1 goal from outside the box. How are they going to go and score? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. So for me, I actually don't think we're going to concede. I actually think we're not going to concede. So I'm going to go a 3-0 win. Let me know what you guys think here. We've got Ali Nuss in the building saying 4-1 for me. Hello, JJ boy. Hello to yourself. We've got Andiko saying 4-1. We are definitely conceding. We've got Honestly saying bring G as the assistant. I can already see G calling players out in the press conference. Yeah, he's giving Pep Linders a run for his money. That's what he's doing. Talk about books. G's going to have a podcast, innit? Not even Intensity. We've got to call it something else. What's the podcast name? We need to think of a podcast name with G on it as assistant manager of Liverpool. Alexander De La said, I'd rather keep candlesticks than Thiago. I never use them. Bro, I hear that. I hear that. How many likes are we on now? I said get us to 50 likes. How many likes are we on now? Because we were on 37. We're on 40 likes now. Guys, can we get to 50 likes? Can we get to 50 likes? Come on. Going to get into some of your comments that we started. Get your questions in as well. We got about, 5 minutes left before I head off. We've got Honesty in the building saying, off-topic question, JJ. The Red Rose are also getting a Netflix documentary. Do you think that's the way FSG trying to get more eyes on their franchise? I think there's always a bit of marketing to that. Why would you want eyes on your franchise? That's the interesting part of it. I think, if anything, look, the Red Rose getting a Netflix documentary, if that's the case, that's more to do with, do they have a big fan base? I'm not too sure. I wouldn't know. Not Red Rose, the Red Sox, you mean, right? So the Red Sox are getting a Netflix documentary. So if the Red Sox are getting a Netflix documentary, they've obviously got a decent size fan base. Now, I don't know how big baseball is in America. I know it's relatively big, but how big it is, I'm not too sure. Of course, Liverpool's a global entity, so it's not necessarily about the eyes on the club, because we're not a small club. We've got eyes on us already. It's about how much money you can go and make. It's another thing to go and sell to. And we know we're all going to eat up. We're all going to go and subscribe to Prime, and they're going to get a percentage of that. It's the same with the merch, isn't it? It's like Liverpool's always going to have suitors to go and buy the kits because we're just a big club. I think that's what it is more so than anything. But I hear you. Sadiq saying intensity. I rate it. Big up to LFC Aaron in the building saying Thiago injured again. I don't know what to accept anymore. What do you mean? I don't know what to accept anymore. Saying we will win. That's the minimum I can accept. I don't know what to accept anymore. No. We'll win. I think we just have to be consistent from now on, bro. Uncle, I think we just have to be consistent. We have to be consistent. That's all we can do, man. Sadiq saying Cody, Thiago, NUNEZ. Is that who you're starting? Yeah. Honestly saying Liverpool are one of the clubs interested in Sunderland 16-year-old Chris Rigg. Our Ittihad have not given up on signing Mo Salah. We know about that for 200 million already. We know about that. James Doherty saying more chance of keeping a clean sheet, staying with Miss World for the night than Liverpool, keeping one match on Saturday. Facts. Big up to Honesty as well. He's become a member. He's been a member for 4 months now. So big up to your damn self. Big up to Honesty. Huge. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Albert saying, JJ, I'm still traumatized from my Emirates experience, PTSD loading. Albert, if you were there at the game, I was also there at the game. I was in the clock end. I was watching the Liverpool fans, and I couldn't celebrate once, and I felt it. Big up to Zayn Hanif saying, get Thiago gone, man, can't even play 10 minutes. Facts. Anfield Road End said it will be called Ra, this brother. Facts. Albert saying, I was. Oh, wow. It hurt. I know it hurt. I was there from early as well. Tried to get into the away section, but no one wanted to change, man. No one wanted to swap. We got Social Join saying Burnley are poor. You guys will score 5. I hope so, man. I hope so. But look, people, that's been a J James show. Also, I've got comments to read out. There's a couple of you that dropped super chats. When was this? Yes. So on Monday for the tactics board, some of you guys dropped super chats. So I do remember you guys. Let me actually put them up on screen as well. Because that was like I rushed it for no reason. Oh, come on. All right, let me send this. Cool. Gonna read out those 2 super chats as well. So appreciate obviously Mr. Tibbs and Ethan De Villas as well. Like I said, I know you guys, you're not here now. You might be watching on a replay. I'm going to read out your super chats now as well. Albert saying, I was actually in Block 98 with the Arsenal fans, freezing my ass off. Couldn't get Liverpool tickets, had to behave like a neutral. Facts. It was terrible. It was terrible, man. 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to get their super chats in now. Cool. Let me add them up. Guys, make sure we're smashing the like as well. Before we head out, I need to remember, guys, like I said, apologies if I don't read out your super chat sometimes. And this is obviously from the other day. I had to take a picture on my phone. We got Ethan with the first super chat saying, other than a DM, we need to overhaul that left-hand side. Diaz ain't fooling me at left wing. Gabriel Martinelli with 20 yards of space to run. That's very, very true. Appreciate the super chat as well. And then, of course, we've got Mr. Tibbs with $5 saying, greetings, Jerry and G. For me, I am baffled as to why Klopp hasn't learned from recent matches versus Arsenal. FA Cup win included. His tactics were poor. They were poor. And all we can expect for now is the fact there's hopefully that, you know, this game can obviously just, we have to put that to bed and can we move forward from now on. We got Honestly saying, by the way, PSV owner said Bakayoko is leaving this summer and is available for 35 million. I would get him and Pedro Neto. I wanted Elise, but he wants to go to Man United. I don't want Elise. He's too injury prone at all. Too injury prone. You can only get one or the other, though. You can't get Pedro Neto and Bakayoko. That would never happen. Ali Nas saying, I think Thiago doesn't want to play for Liverpool anymore. I wouldn't be surprised. Zane saying, I want to see my boy Harvey on Saturday. And you'll see him, bro. You'll definitely see him. But look, people, that's been the preview. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure we're smashing a like as well. Thank you for everyone that's becoming members. I know some of you have become members. We've got Honestly that's been a member for 4 months. Of course, the content is going to be coming as well. Stay tuned because the next couple of videos are going to be very, very interesting. You're going to see me kick ball. You're going to see loads of different stuff. You're going to get match day vlogs. I go to matches very regularly. So please tune in. It's going to be different content. You are going to enjoy it. Stay tuned as well because obviously our partners at the pitch have obviously asked me and G to be part of their situation. We're about to drop as well. So please obviously head over to the pitch and subscribe to that channel. The content's going to be completely different as well. It's going to be more to do with just football in general. But look, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been the Jerry James Show. Have a great afternoon, and we are out. Take it easy. Boom.